Rich versus poor. It's the age-old social divide that has existed for centuries. And whether it be in this century or the last, there is a clear discrepancy between how each side of the spectrum views the world. What we find interesting is that these differences aren't as much about income as they are about values and beliefs. In this video, we'll tell you about the 7 key differences between rich and poor people, their thinking patterns, their actions, and how they see the world around them. Number 1. Rich people invest, poor people spend. The rich know that investing is the only way to grow their wealth. Investing is when you put money into something, expecting to earn a return on that money in the future. This can be done through stocks, bonds, real estate, or any other investment vehicle. Investing is riskier than simply keeping your money in a savings account. Still, it also has the potential to make you a lot more money in the long run. The rich believe in this potential and go for it without limiting their finances. On the other hand, the poor see investing as too risky and would rather hold on to their money in a savings account where they're guaranteed to get back what they put in, albeit with very little interest. This is because poor people tend to have a much shorter time horizon when it comes to their finances. They think about what will happen with their money in the next month, week, or even day, not the next 5 or 10 years. Not a single rich person got to where they are by playing it safe with their money. They understand that the only way to earn millions is by taking risks and investing in things that have the potential to grow. Number 2. The rich don't show off their wealth. When it comes to showing off one's wealth, the wealthy are not the ones who spend the most money on conspicuous consumption. Instead, it is those who need money and are forced to do so because of their circumstances. There are so many reasons why people do this. One of them is because they want to be noticed. A lot of people feel that if they wear nice clothes, people will notice them and want to be friends with them. Others feel like showing off their money makes them look important. And some just like having nice things. For example, suppose a family is living paycheck to paycheck and cannot afford necessities like food and rent. In that case, this will likely result in them showing off whatever possessions they can buy with the money that they simply do not have. The rich don't buy flashy sports cars and giant yachts to show off their wealth. Instead, they buy things like office buildings or rental properties so that they can generate an income passively. They have no intention of flaunting their money in front of everyone. Whatever the reason, it's important to remember that if you don't have enough money to buy what you want, then you shouldn't buy it. If you have to choose between buying a fancy shirt and getting your lawnmower, then choose lawn mowing every time. Number 3. The rich always plan a budget. The poor never manage their money. The poor tend to lack any form of financial planning or budgeting. They don't think about how much money they're making or how much money they're spending. Instead, they live paycheck to paycheck, hoping they have enough money at the end of each month to pay their bills. The rich, on the other hand, are always thinking ahead. They know that having a financial plan is the best way to ensure their future success. They know that, without some sort of financial plan, they won't be able to reach their long-term goals. The rich also know that not only does budgeting help keep them on track financially, but it also helps them stay focused on their end goal. The rich practice the 50-30-20 rule when it comes to budgeting. This rule states that 50% of your income should go towards essentials, such as food, shelter, transportation. 30% should go towards wants, such as entertainment and vacations, and 20% should go towards savings and investments. This rule is a great way to ensure that you're always putting some money away for the future. On the other hand, the poor will often spend all of their money on things that they want with no regard for the future. They think that if they have enough money to cover their current expenses, then they're doing fine. This couldn't be further from the truth. Number 4. The rich build multiple streams of income. The poor rely on only one. The rich know that having only one source of income is a sure way to become broke. Instead of relying on a single source of income, they diversify and create multiple streams of income. It also means that if one income stream dries up, they'll still have others to fall back on. This can be done through owning a business, real estate, or investing in the stock market. The poor, on the other hand, rely solely on their salary. They don't have any extra cash to invest in multiple streams of income. Instead, they spend all of their money on short-term pleasures like eating at fancy restaurants or traveling. The rich use their income to invest in assets that generate more income. They don't spend frivolously, and they don't rely on only one source of income. They know that having multiple streams of income is the best way to ensure their financial security. The poor do not take risks to try other ways of making money. They would rather stay in their comfort zone, which is having a single source of income. The rich know that to make more money, they have to take risks. They know that the only way to achieve financial freedom is by taking risks and building multiple income streams. A quick reminder, if you've enjoyed the video so far, consider subscribing, as we frequently upload such informative and educational videos. Let's continue. Number 5. The rich stay in the company of other successful people. The poor stay in the company of broke individuals. The rich understand that it's important to stay in the company of other successful individuals. There is a strong correlation between having successful friends and making more money yourself. The rich know that by surrounding themselves with other successful people, they will be more likely to achieve success themselves. Your friends and company affect how you think and what you do. For example, suppose all your friends are always talking about buying the latest designer clothes and going on expensive vacations. In that case, you're more likely to do the same. On the other hand, if your friends are always talking about investments and saving money, you're more likely to do the same. The rich know that they need to surround themselves with people who have similar goals and values. They know that by doing so, they will be more likely to achieve their own financial goals. The rich also understand that having their goals and ambitions validated by others is a great way to stay motivated and keep moving toward those goals. They seek out other successful people that have goals and ambitions similar to their own. The poor, on the other hand, tend to stay in the company of other broke individuals. They don't see the value in surrounding themselves with successful people. Instead, they would rather stay in the company of people that validate their broke lifestyle. They think that by surrounding themselves with other broke people, they won't feel as bad about their financial situation. However, all this does is keep them trapped in a cycle of poverty. They don't understand how your company affects your mindset and your actions. In a friend circle where no one talks about financial goals or investing, it's easy to stay stuck in your broke lifestyle. But when you're constantly surrounded by people striving for more, it's hard not to get motivated and start making changes in your own life. Number 6. The rich practice delayed gratification. The poor seek short-term pleasure. Rich people are more likely to spend their money on long-term goals rather than short-term pleasures. They believe in the power of delayed gratification. Delayed gratification is the process of consciously choosing to hold off on immediate gratification in favor of a longer-term goal, like saving up enough money to buy that new car. It takes self-control and discipline to delay immediate rewards for long-term goals, but it's worth it. The rich will save money and wait longer to buy a car, house, or other major purchases. They'll take out loans or set up retirement savings accounts before they need the money. The poor will spend money on things that are now but aren't necessarily important. They may treat themselves to a nice meal at a restaurant, buy expensive clothes, or take a vacation to Thailand. The rich will have bigger financial goals and focus on building their wealth over time, whereas the poor won't be thinking about the long-term impact of their actions. Number 7. Rich have a growth mindset. The poor have a fixed mindset. The rich know that they need to continue learning and growing to maintain their wealth. They understand that the world is constantly changing, and they need to change with it. They read books, attend seminars, and hire coaches to help them stay ahead of the curve. They're always learning and growing, which allows them to maintain their wealth. The rich are always actively looking for ways to grow their wealth. They don't just sit back on what they have and wish for more. Instead, they go out and find new ways to make money. They're always on the lookout for new investment opportunities, new business ideas, and new real estate projects. They understand that the best way to increase their wealth is to find new ways to make money. For example, a rich person may buy a rental property and then use the income from that property to buy another one. They're always looking for ways to grow their portfolio and increase their income. The poor, on the other hand, have a fixed mindset. They don't believe that they can ever be successful and make more money. They don't think that they have what it takes to make more money or to come up with new ways of generating income. Instead, they wish they had more money and could be successful, but they don't actively look for ways to make it. For example, they may never invest in a rental property because they think it's too risky. They'll just sit back and hope that their financial situation improves. Did you enjoy the video? Please hit the subscribe button, like, share, and comment.